So, how did Delphi Wealth Management come about?
Well, Delphi Wealth Management came about because about a little over 30 years ago, I co-founded with my former business and I a practice called Mabry Calvin. And then over the years, of course, we had done different things. We started out sort of as ERISA pension consultants, and that was a pretty good fit for me. I had a strong background in statistics, but I also had been a teacher of literally people from 4 to 50. And so one of the things in that time frame, we were helping pensions convert from pensions to 401ks, which meant that educational modules had to be written for the participants, and we had to interview and find out what their needs were. And since often the companies we worked with they were manufacturing companies. So there's a wide range of job token and sophistication about money between upper management and somebody who job is dumping 500 pounds of sugar into a hole all day, which actually has to be done pretty correctly. It has to be done very correctly or it'll mess up a lot of stuff. But that was an interesting time because I really enjoyed going through all of the different plants. We'd meet with the HR people, and I really enjoyed meeting the participants because I met people in a real cross section in terms of what they did. They made cars, they made snack cakes, they did all kinds of different stuff. And I got to go to places that I'd never been and might have otherwise missed where their plants were. So that was interesting. And then things began to change, and we realized we'd work about 6 years with a company, and then we would have converted them over and basically knocked ourselves out of a job, which wasn't the best repeat model. So then we began to move towards individual management. We started the business. Some of the clients that I've actually worked with since about 1982. So we've all sort of grown up together. And so about 2020 or end of 2019, I had been in another office for maybe 8 or 9 years. And my business partner, I just found that we had different things we wanted to do and that we could not really get on the same page. He was very much taken with the performance measurement thing, but I worked individually with clients and spent a lot of time making adjustments based on what was going on in their life and what was coming up. And so I've had the absolute fun and joy of working with people as they're trying to save and accumulate money and making good choices. And then they've sent their kids to college. And now we're doing things with charities and their grandchildren. And it's rewarding to have these long relationships with people and then to be notifying people that they'll be getting a check from these people or those people. And so I'm sort of more of a people person, but I have a strong background in statistics, actually from another field, from a psychological advantage, but correlation is pretty much the same. And I think what I brought to the table from that is the absolute need to be sure that your statistics are appropriate for what you're doing, that you're looking at what kind of mistakes are where you're going to give. When you are analyzing the variance of something, you're looking at what happens, what the variability is. And typically investments, they used to always quote the correlation with the market, which really doesn't mean much.